Big Apple, New York, as the Knicks play one at home. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Warriors, the Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Azili in at the 5. Home in the paint. Pass to Porzingis. It's stolen by Green. Thompson misses. Warriors on D. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
So it's the Knicks now. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Lopez inside, working on Green. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And for the Warriors, they would go on several road trips undefeated last season. Still, the only time they looked vulnerable were games on the road.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know, with the Warriors on the road, they would occasionally dig a hole they couldn't get out of. Still, hard to critique a team that was so dominant in every facet of the game last season, even on the road.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Barnes. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one's on Anthony. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
Thomas checked in for Carmelo Anthony.
Stephen Curry.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
6.
Curry passes to Thompson. Curry kicks to Barnes. Thomas with the steal. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Curry. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Now here's Calderon. He kicks to Lopez. Back to Calderon. Outside Thomas. And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Calderon pulls it in. And now the Knicks on the break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Lance. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Now here's Curry. This one for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Iguodala against Calderon. Shot clock at 6. Back to Aflalo. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Over to the left wing. Here's Porzingis, guarded by Green. stop the run. Draymond Green with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Now here's Calderon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot's good by Iguodala.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Curry against Calderon. From deep. Kept alive by New York. And Lopez throws it down.
And great effort on the boards. And what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 13. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Vujacic. And it's Calderon in at point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Bogut with a screen on Calderon. The shot misses. Knicks trail by 13. Vujacic dishes to Calderon. Barbosa with the steal. Livingston passes to Rush. Shot is no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. As we're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Here we go, one-on-one. Nice shot by Vujacic. Vujacic has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks. To the right side. The dish now to Livingston. Golden State moving it around. Barbosa kicks to Iguodala. Down low. Anthony with the defensive effort.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And again, it's New York.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Livingston, and it's blocked. And a fast break now for New York. Got a piece of it. Rush with the steal. Livingston kicks to Rush. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Calderon. And that one's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Iguodala with the steal. And here we go with Barbosa. Heading to the hoop.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Kicks it to Calderon. Here's Vujacic. He's got 5. Just 4 to shoot. Calderon passes to Porzingis. New York, no good that time either. Livingston dishes the rush. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Warriors have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Sasha Vujacic. And Roten subbed in for Jose Calderon. Anthony's shot is off. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 7 points for Steph Curry.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Seraphin comes in for Kyle O'Quinn, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Roten. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Green kicks to Thompson. Top of the key, Azili. Back to Thompson. Takes a 3. But they recover it. Green, the pass to Curry. Knocks down the 3 ball. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these 2 teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
And that's not going to go. That'll do it for the first half. The Warriors on top as they end the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating
today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Ezeli in at center. And that one's good.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Curry. Another miss by Curry.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Knicks last season had a lot of problems here in Manhattan, and it showed all over the floor, Greg. And you played for this team. You know what it's like to play basketball in New York. Not a good record for them at home last year.
How about finishing 10-31 here and playing in front of a sold-out crowd every night? And one thing about New York, they're going to let you know when they're displeased. Worst home record in the East and second worst home record in the league.
Anthony kicks to Calderon. Back to Anthony. And the rejection by Ezeli. From deep three-point range, Warriors the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Passes it to Porzingis. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And, you know, for the Knicks, there were a lot of reasons why they were bad at home. Bottom 5 in field goal percentage, against at home field goal defense, and third worst field goal percentage at home in the league.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Calderon dishes to Lopez. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
The Knicks making a switch here. Vujicic is checked in.
And commend the Knicks faithful. They still would sell.
Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, my goodness.
There's the pass to Porzingis. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And a miss there on the triple.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. The three from Barnes. The shot is off. Knicks trail by 13. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Curry passes to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
Calderon for 3, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. From deep, another 3 for Golden State.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Curry against Lopez. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. And Anthony sends it back. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Curry. 18 points for him. Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. From deep. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Warriors on top, up 19. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Look at that shot!
Oh, my goodness.
How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! Calderon kicks to Anthony. Lopez sets a screen for Anthony. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Green with the ball. Back to Curry. And easy 2 points on the layup. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to...
Oh, my! How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I
How
just
in
saw
the
right
world?
there, Kev.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
They really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
To the inside. Azili.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Anthony, the pass to Calderon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Vujacic from about 19 feet. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Vujacic.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Curry kicks to Green. The screen from Thompson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Calderon for 3. Good on the shot.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3-ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
He dishes it to Vujacic. And stolen by Barnes. Curry. Rebound by Williams.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Barnes kicks to Curry. Lopez with the steal. For 3, Calderon.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Stephen Curry. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Calderon against Curry. Calderon, that's good.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Lopez dishes to Calderon. This one for three, and the shot is good.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Curry attacking, but they'll get another chance. Green kicks to Curry. And count it, 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
No good on the quick three. Here's New York. They're on a 15-6 run. Anthony kicks to Calderon. Pass to Lopez. Feeds it to Vujacic. Fires the three. And again, Carmelo Anthony for three.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Timeout called the Warriors. They lead by 11. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here, Greg. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're ahead by 11. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And now that you can tell there's some bad blood here. They're just rubbing it in now by calling a timeout.
Yeah, there really isn't much for them to be talking about. This is rubbing it in and adding salt to the wound.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting for New York.
Stephen Curry hits them both. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.